If you can believe it, previews for Wilds of Eldraine are here already, and one of the first legends we've been shown is Talion the Kindly Lord. This 4-mana 3/4 Fairy Noble is a flyer, and as it enters the battlefield, you choose a number between 1 and 10. Then, whenever an opponent casts a spell with the chosen mana value, power, or toughness equal to that chosen number, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card. Whew! That is one hell of an ability. And the first thing I was asked when this was shown off is this cEDH viable? There's a few reasons why high power is immediately where people go when seeing Talion. First, Talion is a draw engine in the command zone. Commanders that function as advantage engines in the command zone, like Kess or Tymna, have always been big players in the format. And with an ability that doesn't cost you mana, and isn't limited to once per turn, Talion can be drawing you as many cards as a Mystic Remora, or a Rhystic Study sometimes. That's obviously best case scenario, but it could happen a lot more frequently than you think. And that's because cEDH is predictable. What do I mean by that? Well, it's that the sub-format of competitive Commander, while having access to Magic's entire card pool, typically focuses on a subset of staples for the format. Low mana value, high benefit cards that ensure the biggest bang for your mana. As such, you'll see decks with average mana values of 1 to 2 most of the time. With the prevalence of fast mana in the format, Talion coming down early and naming 1, 2, or sometimes even 0 will net you a few triggers around the table. 4 mana and in 2 colors is also a very important place to be too. If Talion had been 3 colors or cost 5 mana, you wouldn't be able to power them out on turn 1 with a Jeweled Lotus. The fact that that's something you're capable of doing at all is a big benefit to running them as your commander. If you're able to drop a turn 1 Talion before your opponents even get their turns, you're assured to get 2 or 3 triggers before you untap again. A card advantage like that is incredible, and unlike Rhystic Study or Mystic Remora, there's no paying the one or starving the fish going on here. Before we take a look at what's in the deck with Talion, be sure to hit all those good buttons. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to join the Brew Crew and never miss sweet decks. The downside to Talion is that they're a value engine, not a win condition. You'll note that more and more often, win condition commanders are all the rage in cEDH. Tivit, Winota, Tayum, all parts of combos that live in the command zone and get you the win. Talion won't win you the game out of the command zone, but will generate the value that can definitely get you close to winning a game. And that's because blue and black have multiple lines in those 2 colors that allow you to win off of the back of card advantage alone. In addition to consult Thoracle lines, you can build Talion as an ad nauseam commander, or with Bolas's Citadel lines. You could also play hard control, with plenty of counter spells too. Talion's trigger is a cast trigger, meaning that you get the card draw before an opponent's spell resolves. That's more chances to draw a counter spell and shut down crucial attempts for your opponents to win. Playing Spoiler around the table definitely has other big benefits, and that's shutting down any kind of loops opponents might be trying. Underworld Breach lines often rely on casting the same spell over and over again, like Brain Freeze, to try and win the game. Now, with that costing 2 life each cast, it limits the loops your opponents are capable of. But beware, the draw from Talion is not optional. That's right, there's no may in the ability, meaning you must draw a card if an opponent casts a spell of the chosen mana value. This can make Thoracle lines tougher if you think an opponent might be holding up a spell to cast while your library is empty. Personally, I feel Talion is going to make a splash in the format, and we'll see some brews centered around choosing exactly the cost to shut down specific decks. A hard control deck that grinds value is definitely welcome in a format that's been moving towards linear combo plays. I can't wait to see what people are doing with Talion the Kindly Lord in competitive. And if you want to see more, make sure to check out my sponsor, Moxfield. They are the best deck building platform in the world, and following my profile gets you access to all my sweet brews, even the ones I don't share here on the channel. Be sure to check out these other videos, and if you were inspired to brew, you have to subscribe. As always, folks, good luck and have fun.